this means everything for our season, for my career here at the University of Michigan, and it just is humbling to be able to get out there and represent the University of Michigan as a starter, first time starting in this game, and just put a cap on everything. I know I have another year left, but it would be a heck of a time and a great win to beat Ohio State and kind of beat Ohio State here.
How does 5 losses in a row to them weigh on this team?
I don't think about that stuff. You just play it, 1 year at a time, one game at a time. And if you look back, even in our history, if you look back at the 1969 year when Michigan beat Ohio State, it was you don't look so much at the fact that we had lost to Michigan State that year and other teams. You look at the fact that we had beat a really good Ohio State football team. It's kind of that same thing. It doesn't matter, how the season has went so far. The fact that we lost a couple games in the past just matters what we do in this game, and that's what we're going to focus on.
What would a win like this in a rivalry game with this type of magnitude mean to this team?
It's not so much like the magnitude of what Ohio State has done this year, their ranking or anything. It's the fact that they're Ohio State and we're Michigan. So we're going to do everything we possibly can to prepare for this game and find a way to come out on top. That's our main goal.
And a thing a couple of these guys have talked about so far is that you also have the chance not to just win a rival game, but also possibly spoil Ohio State's season. Is that something you think about?
I don't know about spoiling Ohio State. It's not. It's greater than that. It's like, I don't know. At this point, it's just for us. And in Michigan, I came in and my first ever experience with a Michigan-Ohio State was when I was an Ohio State fan growing up, and my brother bought me tickets for my birthday, and we went to the game, and Michigan got blown out, and I was wearing all Ohio State colors, and just funny. And, now I'm playing for Michigan, starting here, and now I gotta win the football game against them. So it's greater than anything like that.
What was that like to grow up a Buckeye fan and now get to play in this rivalry game against them?
It was a great experience, obviously because growing up as a Buckeye, because they're obviously pretty, really good in that decade. But I mean, it just is an awesome experience, and I'm a Wolverine all the way now, and I'm looking to find a way, like I said earlier, to win this football game and help in any way possible.
You're going to have a lot of family that stays with your brother in Northwest Ohio. What has it been like to have so much family that close?
It's a great thing to have family all that close. I mean, it's pivotal. In fact, if he didn't live in Toledo, and I don't know if I would have came here in the first place. It was kind of like a staging point for all my family coming up here to the games, and being able to go down to Northwest Ohio on the weekends is an awesome thing. Chick-fil-A and hanging out with family, just is great.
You guys controlled that game for a long stretch of last year defensively. What's the key to finishing a game like that?
You just got to strain, and you can't let this one slip. If we get in that position, and we do let it slip, then at the end of the day, it's on us and on the defense. It's tough to win a football game if they don't score any points. So that's kind of our mindset going into any football game. So that's what we're going to try to do. And they're a great offense, possibly the best we faced all year. And it's going to present challenges like every week does, but we're going to do everything we can to prepare.
Chase, JT Bear, what makes him so tough to stop?
Anytime you have a quarterback that can run, can pass, is just an explosive playmaker, it presents a challenge because there's an extra person you have to account for. I felt like Wisconsin, with his, I don't know what to say, inability, but he wasn't, notoriously the best scrambler. Kind of gave us, different options in terms of like what we want to do with spying and rushing, and with JT Barrett, he presents different challenges with that aspect. But he's a great player, and looking forward to this challenge of trying to sack him, get after him.
With Don Brown and what he brings as defensive coordinator, I think it's pretty interesting that he's 62 years old and yet he connects with guys like you. Yeah. How does he do that?
He just does it because, he's 62 in age, but he's got a young soul, I'll tell you that. One of the best feelings is when you'll be out there and you'll do something good, and he'll call you bro. I don't know why, I love it. That was when he called me an animal. You're an animal, bro. It's one of the highest compliments I've probably received here. So, I've been a dude of the day, and Yeah, I've been a dude, I've been a bro, I've accomplished a lot, but this is a great time to be a dude in this game for sure.
Coach Harbaugh was kind of saying that he brings the energy and passion, kind of like exactly what you were saying, the younger guy. Does that type of emotion rub off on everybody on the unit?
Oh, for sure. Everyone loves Coach Brown. Like, he's notoriously liked and respected across the board. There's other coaches that the players are kind of like slough off, but definitely not Coach Brown. He's earned our respect. He's a wizard when it comes to knowing football and just preparing for games. And I'm just excited to play under him in this game. So.
The way last year's game ended, the contested first down, how does that motivate this year's team? Motivate you?
And the way it ended last year, I don't know. It just really bugged me. The way what really got me personally was the storming of the field and that fan. I still don't know who it is that shot the double bird at me, and then the other fan tried to take me out. It's crazy. It's motivated me personally ever since then, and I've tried to motivate the others. Make sure the message is known that we have to do everything we can to win this game by all means necessary, and so it's definitely motivated us, and it's kind of, if hypothetically we win this game, it's a big opportunity for redemption.
What happened with this fan?
So basically, I was running off to the locker room. The police made sure they protected the field goal post, but not the opposing team players. So we're running off, and a fan shot a double bird at me, and so I was just looking at him, and this other roly-poly kind of fan kind of ran into me, and I hit him subsequently, but he hit me in the chest, and he went down. But as I ran off into the locker room, it was probably one of the worst injuries I've sustained in my Michigan career here from a fan and their lack of being able to protect the opposing team's players. But it was just hit me right in the sternum, and so that bit made me a little bitter towards them, to say the least.